Hi guys, and welcome back to my Sims 2 channel. I wanted to come here today to share this cottage house that I built with you guys. I actually never intended to upload this build, but I shared this with you guys on both Reddit and Facebook, and you guys were asking me to upload it. So I definitely wanted to do that. I think I was just very excited with how excited you guys were. Um, I've been a little bit behind on the uploads since I started a new boot camp slash course, and so it's a little intense. I do have a few more videos saved that I do need to upload to the YouTube channel, but for now, I definitely wanted to get this one out to you guys. So if you took a look at my previous video that has the Le Petit Paris Cafe, this residential lot is actually a match for that. So quite a few of you guys downloaded that lot. And if you're looking for a kind of Parisian, eclectic house to go with that, then this is going to be the download for you. But before we get started, as I showed you guys before, if you're looking to add this download into your game, then just head over to the download link that I'm going to post in the description bar. This is my Sims 2 blog. It is slowly coming along. But this is going to be the download page that has the cottage house. I'll pop the video in there just in case you hit the landing page first. There's quite a few pictures just so that you can see, how this will look like in your Sims 2 game. And I also like to include the floor plans just so that you can get a top level view of, everything from like the basement to the main floor to the roof view. And as you guys know, I've been working on including a markup of all the custom content that is included in this particular build. That way you can decide what you want in your game and what you can do without. And so while you guys do see my sim in the background, trust and believe that you guys will have a cleaned lot that has never had a sim on it before. I've actually built that out a little bit further in the neighborhood for you guys, so that lot will be clean. No sim has touched it before, and I'll also go through the steps of just cleaning it just to double check that, no other mods or anything like that have been attached to it. But yeah, so you can come here. You can see all of the custom content that's available for this download. It will be included. Since I did not intend to upload this build, there is a little bit more custom content than usual. I believe there's actually 10 or 11 custom content items, which is not a lot in comparison to a lot of builds that I see online, but it is something. And a lot of these you can kind of take out, like the side tables, the lamps, and things like that. If you don't want that in your game, feel free to take it out. I would probably not recommend taking out things like the door and the windows and the fence. So yeah, once you pass up the custom content items, I did add this new section for this particular build, and that's going to be for items that I recommend you download, but they are not included. It will not bot your game or mess up anything if you choose not to download it. It's just helpful things that I found. So for example, this trim inaccessible bushes fix. There's also a water inaccessible flowers fix, and a rug fix as well. And I'll just kind of point that out here. If you can see, I do have fencing around these shrubbery and flowers here. And so what happens if you get a gardener or if you try to tell your sim to garden, it can cause routing errors. And so the way to prevent that is if you add these fixes into your game, your sim will still be able to water this shrubbery and the flowers here. It's up to you. These mods have been or these mods slash fixes have been around for quite a long time. So they're trusted, tried, and true. And I'm sure you might recognize some of the Sims creator usernames. So feel free. If you click on the titles there, it will have the link. It'll take you directly to where you need to go. Feel free to use it, but if you don't, just collapse it. Um, Almost last but not least, you'll have the download area. You can download it at Sims File Share, Google Drive. I'm also gonna upload this to Mod The Sims. It does take a little bit of time. It's a little bit of a tedious upload process, but I'll get it there eventually as well. Yeah, if you want to check out a few other downloads, you can find them below. Or if you ever find something wrong with this lot or the download, then just go ahead and let me know here. Without further ado, let's get that screen out the way and I will show you guys the cottage. Here is the outside view. I think we just loaded in at the right time because my sim just went to work about 2 hours ago or so. So we'll have the house to ourselves with Mr. Bugsby. And it might just make it a little bit easier to do this walkthrough. But here's the outside. As you can see, I put quite a little bit of time into the landscaping here, just kind of making it look very realistic, adding in some landscaping, some sunflowers, just quite a few lovely things there. And if we zoom in here, there's Mr. Bugsby. Oh, please play nice with the other cat. Oh, they kind of look alike. Okay. Let's see that interaction. Oh no, Mr. Bugsby. So this cat is so mean. It doesn't matter if it's the mailman or if somebody's walking by. I have no clue why he's so mean. And his owner's not here to correct him, but we'll let Mr. Bugsby do his thing. So if you look here, we have this front little porch area, and it is so stinking cute. I think it's very realistic. I just started watching Gilmore Girls, and the porch kind of reminds me a little bit of that. I definitely recommend that you guys have your sim save up and add maybe like a little bench or a rocking chair or something like that to this porch. There's also tea lights that I added, and they just look absolutely gorgeous at night. Like, take them off if you want, but also don't take them off because they just really set the scene. So, yeah, we'll enter in through the front door here. And as soon as you come in, you're met with this view. Very nice, very gorgeous. We'll pan over to the left. And as you can see, we have kind of like this dining slash entertainment area. Um, I really wanted something that was kind of open concept where the sim is able to cook, maybe fix wine for guests, have people over, and while they're in the kitchen still cooking and doing their thing, it's kind of like that open concept where they can still talk to their guests and things like that. So I really wanted to go for that. And also tie that in with the small cottage feel. And so it was quite a little bit of struggle, right? Because we had a few different themes to mix together. We wanted it to be kind of like that small witchy hobbit cottage in the woods, but I also needed to tie in some of that eclectic Parisian theme that you guys saw at the Paris Cafe and Bakery. And so there was just a lot of different moving parts, and I also wanted it to be a little bit more modern and spacious. So even though it's a small cottage, it doesn't have to feel like a small cottage. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Because I think I did it. I think I passed the test on this one. Yeah, so we have this little dining slash entertainment area right here. And it's very nice. I actually had a few people from the neighborhood come over to greet Madame St. Clair, and it was just really nice. I think I outdid myself because everyone was still able to move around without having any like routing errors. Everybody kind of stood over here and talked. There was people walking in over here. We had a guy sitting down watching TV. She went to go serve sandwiches, and some people sat here in these blue chairs to eat, and some people sat over at the bar area to eat. So just really lovely, really realistic, and I think those pops of green really help to tie everything together. Um, as you will see in your download, since you're getting the clean version of this with no sim and no decoration items, you won't have like the phone here, this little music player, and this furnace, but you will have like the lamp, the table, and the chairs and everything. So if we just pan to the right, here's our lovely cottage kitchen. It's gorgeous, isn't it? I just really I wish that I lived here. I think it is just so stinking cute. Um Again, something that I just really felt like I put a lot of thought into, and my first time around it didn't really tie together, but I feel like this time around it just tied together so perfectly. I think the windows are gorgeous. The little touches of the chickens on the wall are just enough, but not too much. And can you just, I don't know, like, can you imagine just standing here doing your dishes and, looking outside of the window, seeing the beautiful view? And not only that, but you get a second window so that while you're cooking, you have a view of the backyard. And so, yeah, I just think that's like a really unique touch. I also added this little coffee bar for your Sims here, coffee slash tea. And I think that if this is not something that this counter, if this is not something that you want in your game, then that's totally okay. I would actually just put a trash can here so that they have, another way to dispose of their items. And if we keep panning, I think Madam St. Clair is home from work. I have story progression and ACR turned on, so she actually picked a job as a store record clerk. So, oh, who is this cutie that you have with you? What is his name? Sanjay. Is that your boss? Why does he have on a suit? Okay, well, let's hope that they look like such a cute pair together. I've actually never seen him in the game before, but let's hope that everything works out for them because they look like a cute pairing together. Um, yeah. So let's see, maybe we can turn off those TV noises. That way they still get to enjoy their time and we can enjoy ours. We'll turn off the sound effects for now. So right here we have kind of the dining bar area. Super cute. Again, I just love that open concept of being able to cook and prep food while you're still talking and entertaining your guests. And for this build, remember that this was to tie in that Paris Cafe bakery. So Madame St. Clair actually loves to bake, hence why there is two different stoves in the kitchen. And yeah, if you don't want that, then I think there's plenty of other things that you can tie this area into. But I don't know, maybe have your Sims that are baking Sims stay here and they can open up their own little home business and everything. So let's get out of the fridge. Let's go back to this area. I would say that this is kind of like the foyer type area. Super cute. I think these doors just really tie in this eclectic feel. I wanted to have sort of like an accent piece that kind of tied in some of the themes that you see in like Europe and things like that. And I don't know, I feel like it really came together. This reminds me of like the library that you would see at like Yale or Harvard or something like that. So very, very cute. My sim loves to sit in this chair and just read different books. Oh, okay, Sanjay. We do not have time for you and your problems right now. Oh, is he married? Is that a ring on his finger? I mean, they weren't flirting, I guess, so it's fine. Okay, back to the tour. So, yes, we have this little reading nook area, which is super cute. There's also this little light piece that when you turn it on, your Sims just have a little bit more reading light. So really cool, really cute. And leading back here, you can kind of see a peek of the backyard. One thing I want to point out that I did, I think we're going to have to turn off those voices. There we go. This is getting a little bit chaotic. One thing that I want to point out that I did was adding those touches on the ceiling. As you can see, I actually added some different flooring up there, and I really feel like it just tied everything together. So I feel like if you're trying to look to improve your builds and add more detail and just really make it come together, I know I've had some of you guys ask that on Reddit. That's a brilliant way to do it, is actually adding different flooring here, adding different accents on the ceilings and not, wasting that space. So let's just pan around here. As you can see, if we go down this hallway, there's a door leading out to that back patio area. And then we have this really cool wine cellar. And I wanted to, yes, have this as deco, but I also wanted this to be functional. If your sim is not a sim that, drinks wine or has wine on the weekend, maybe they collect other items, and that is okay. That can go on those shelves and act as a really pretty but yet functional display. And to show you what I mean by this wine cellar area still being functional, I am going to have Madame St. Clair come over and make a cocktail. So I do have a mod that I installed that allows you to open all the windows in your home. Therefore, I'm just going to vertically panel so that we can get in there. And let's have her come and make a blue Hawaii. And so if you could see that, she was able to walk right through. And the reason for that being is because there's no wall there, just the window. So Sims are still able to access anything that you put on these shelves, which is really cool. We'll pan over to the right and we will enter this door to see our cute little Parisian wet restroom. And I really just like the gold detailing and the gold touches. It just makes it look a little bit more ritzy. And if you come through this walkway, actually what we'll do is zoom out. Yeah, let's zoom out a little bit. You can see that in this area, we actually have this cute little pink toilet, another gold detail here, and then we have this shower area. I really wanted to build something here that when multiple Sims were over, everyone was still able to use the restroom without there being any conflicts or Sim screaming because someone is naked. We all know how that goes. And this area actually worked really, really well. So I had one guy who came in and he was using the toilet. Madame St. Clair came in and she showered, and I had another sim come in to like wash a dish or something. Don't know why they didn't use the kitchen sink. Everybody else did. Maybe it was occupied, but they were all three able to be in here without anybody screaming about someone being naked or, half naked to use the toilet. So I think this area came together really well, and I love the cute detail of the shower floor. Madame Sinclair is standing in the way, but there is a monkey tile right underneath. And I just like to think that she's, ritzy enough to go and purchase that tile in another country and get it imported. She's very well traveled. So we'll go right through the bedroom door and we'll enter and see this gorgeous view. Look at how pretty. I just feel like it's simple, but it's cute and it's actually spacious in a functional space. So we'll pan here because this is my favorite view to look at. Just being able to sit here and look out the window is very nice. Actually, when I originally first started playing this lot, it was so cute because the cat would sit here on the edge of the bed and it almost looked like he was looking outside, but then he fell asleep. So, maybe I just projected that onto him. I'm gonna zoom out because I want to show you guys what this looks like. We'll turn on all the outdoor lights, which I thought I had set to auto. And like, just look at that. Oh my gosh, isn't it so realistic to see? Like to be able to look out your window, you see the small breast of light, and you're able to look down the street and see the neighborhood. So I just love all of these little touches and details that I added in, and I hope that you guys are able to see and experience all of the Easter eggs for yourself. Yeah, and so we'll pan around and I will give you a full view of the room, maybe add a curtain over that window for any peeping toms. Um, and I'll just kind of show you this as well because I think this view is cute. You have a few little clusters of paintings here, the cute bed, and a side table that you can add something to if you'd like. All right, last but not least, let's go back to that backyard area. The last thing I want to show you guys, and then we'll wrap up here. So when you enter through the back yard doors, you will enter onto this little patio area. Depending on the type of sim that you have living here, perhaps you would like to turn this into a sunroom or something like that. But for this particular build, I actually thought that this would be a great little area to not only entertain, but to do yoga and to also get some gardening done. So we have that. It's quite a bit of space, so utilize it however your Sims need. I did not add any fencing just because I feel like Madame St. Clair is the type of person that her nieces and nephews come to visit once a year and they like to just sit at the edge here of the patio and let their feet dangle over while they talk. And I just feel like she's that type of person. So I left it open. Another thing that you could also do is add a few lights, a few floor lights along this. And I think that would really illuminate things and make it look very, very pretty. In your version of this lot that's coming cleaned with no Sims or anything like that, you will have these flowers on this side as well. Madame St. Clair's flowers died the other day. So let me just show you. I'll go ahead and pop it in there. It'll look something like this. So no need to worry about that bare space. Everything will be filled in. Yeah. And here is the backyard. It is quite a big backyard. You'll have this little side area over here that you can do a few things with. And you will also have another side area right past the weeping willow. Let me just pan left. And look how cute this is. I just feel like you can use this as another area to, oh, okay, if we can get out the trees. There we go. I just feel like you can use this as another area to just like get some gardening done. Maybe add like a little mini pool or something like that. Um, Yeah, and it's just cute. You still have the privacy from your fences, but if somebody's in the backyard enjoying the pool or the garden or something like that, they can, see in and smell the food cooking in the kitchen. So, yeah, that is it. I will end this video with you guys. I know there was a little bit of chaos with Sanjay. He has now left the premises. I need to go check and see if he is married because I definitely saw a ring on that finger and he walked into her bedroom. Do not think that that went unnoticed. So we'll have to check in on that. Maybe we send him to jail or put him in the burn box. But other than that, I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. Please download this lot into your game. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you love it. Tell me if you hate it. And if you do anything special with it, maybe you renovate it or add a few cute touches or anything like that, feel free to send me some photos. I love to see them. But until next time, bye guys.